had a plan. This is a gut butts down there.
You boys.
Yeah, boy. Far out. Just been, I don't even know how to introduce this video, to be honest. I've just been walking around for like the last half an hour, just soaking this all in. You probably would have seen from the flights in here that we're a long way deep. We're deep in the Yukon. This has been a life dream goal of mine to chase moose in the Yukon, and we're going to attempt to do this trip with the bow. So yeah, very, very excited. We're in an area called, well, this is what's called the Two Bully Lake here. A family run a big fishing lodge out of here during the summer, and then guide moose in the rut. So yeah, father and son guiding operation. James O'Farrell's going to be our guide and take us out look for a moose. But sounds like we've struck it well. There was a party in here before us had just taken a moose each, and said that everyone said that the bulls are just starting to rut up now. So yeah, we're really excited. We've currently got our 6-hour stand down from when we land. We can't hunt for 6 hours, so we might be able to get out for a look this afternoon. 10 days of Yukon wilderness, I can't even believe it. This hunt's just been on my mind for years and years and years, and to be able to be here doing it now, I'm feeling rather blessed and privileged. So yeah, hopefully we can bring along some action. Also got Clay along, my brother, and he's going to be on the camera, and James, our guide, I'll introduce him later. Calls himself the Yukon Bush Rat on Instagram. So he's yeah, loves the Yukon, and he runs trapping lines and stuff in here in the winter. So I might get him to a bit of a yarn to the camera later. So yeah, looking forward to it. A pretty impressive camp setup I got here. So these are the fishing cabins. This is sort of the main lodge here, and these little accommodation cabins all the way up in here. I'll talk to them later, but I'm assuming that they've obviously logged all the timber from here and built their cabins, and it's a very cool setup. It's a bit of a luxury moose camp, to be honest. So pretty lucky to be here. Got some good weather ahead of us. Well, we've waited out our 6 hours. We're heading out for a look. So we've got a good couple of 3 hours this evening. We're just going to go down from camp a little bit. Sounds like we'll just go mooch up a ridge and have a look and a listen. There's a known bull to be hanging out there, and yeah, exciting. Say hi to James. He's busy. He's busy. Now we've basically for the afternoon just picked a few high points and sort of climbed up and sat and looked and listened. It's been a bit quiet, but it's all good. James is saying it's still a bit warm, so I think if it cools down over the next few days, things might fire up a bit. But days ahead of us. Oh well, we're just pushing it again early morning now. So the first flight, we've just had a feed of bacon and eggs and gonna go get amongst. We've got gear to stay out all day today, so we're gonna climb up on some ridges and do some looking and listening. Fingers crossed we get a bit of action today. It's been a relatively slow morning. Still yet to see a moose, but we're confident it's going to happen. Just sort of been picking our way up this ridge behind us and looking down into this gut down here and making a few calls and seeing if we can get a response, but she's all a bit quiet. But yeah, we're going to spend the day out here anyway. End up probably a long way back from the boat, but that's okay. Well, we just parked up for an hour or so, had some lunch and coffee, and we're starting our walk back now. We've got a good couple of hours in off the boat, pushed our way in, doing a bunch of calling and looking and glassing, and haven't seen a lot. We've seen a little bit of fresh sign, but nothing too drastic. So got the wind, sort of done a circle around, got the wind back in our face again and heading back down towards the boat. She's pretty thick in here. Some of these places make for some really hard bird hunting. But yeah, it's good. Also to see some different countryside. We've been walking through today's like old burn where some fires that have been started by lightning strikes have come through and wiped out all the timber. It's obviously really clear stuff, but the majority of what we've been walking through is like burn regrowth. It gets really thick when the willows come up, but this bit here is nice and clear. Just had a young bull. He's just appeared down in this gut down here. You can see he's back in now. He's heard our calls. And he's coming straight into us. So we're going to try to get some cool footage of him. Hopefully he comes close, but he also might rack up another bigger bull in this patch in front of us. So we'll just sit tight. Can't even see him. just had a really awesome encounter. We obviously saw that bull way in the distance and he just crossed the river, and James kept calling and he cut into a little wee chute beside us that's got an old game trail up, and called the bull that way, and he called him straight past us, and he went within 30 metres of us and straight up a little gut. But when he got close, he realised that he'd been fooled and buggered off. But yeah, really cool little encounter. It's good for us to be able to obviously see a moose, but hear the calling sequence and that sort of thing too. And prep for when Grandad comes in. Very cool, very exciting. We've just got back to the boat. We had one last bit of timber back there. We were going to do a really slow stalk through, but just as we approached it, the wind change come up around us and ruined that plan. So we're back at the boat. We're going to head back out to the main lake and go and check some of the shoreline and come off in some other spots and do some calling. It's a pretty stunning evening. Very good. Another good day out in the hills. Only the one bull seen today, but it was cool to get a bit of action. We'll tuck into a feed and have another crack tomorrow. Very good. Back at it again this morning. Weather's a bit different, it's a bit windy and a bit drizzly this morning, so still going to get out for a look. Going to poke back down a river off the lake and do some corning off the river edge and yeah, see what we can get into. Exciting.
Springtime they bite it and get the sap running, and then they rub on it to get hair out.
So he's bit that high, he's been on his back legs.
Yeah, on his hind legs.
Big grizzly bear. We're currently afternoon of day 3, and I feel a little bit rude that I haven't introduced my man over here yet. This is James O'Farrell, bit of a, what I'd say is a legend in the area. How long's your family been operating it here for?
Family on the lake now for just over 30 years, or 35 years I guess.
Yeah, and you've grown up here?
Every year but one, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, been a good time.
That's impressive, eh? It's a bloody cool area, and to be able to come in here and share the knowledge like that with someone like James and his family is pretty special for us. So it's been really cool. Obviously only day 3, but learning a lot off him already. So there'll be a few more laughs than that on the trip. But yeah, James.
Cheers.
Another quiet evening. Just gonna hammer down back up the river now. A few miles back to camp. Miles, saying miles. We'll have another crack tomorrow. It's a nice day though. This afternoon's been really nice. Steaming along in the boat, come around a corner, there's a cow and a calf standing in the river. It's pretty cool to see them, mate. They obviously saw us and bolted back into the bush. I think I got a little bit of grainy footage on my phone. Still real cool to see them. We killed the engine and did a bit of calling, but I don't think there was a bull with them, so bloody awesome to see. Back at the boat again. We're going to steam to the bottom side of the lake and go for another hike. I think we're going to hike into a smaller lake further down, so should be good. We'll get out there all day, get amongst it.
These are the wolves who's just over on this side. I don't think there's going to be anything right in here. Won't look. Back end. Can't get way back. Yeah, the other party that's under in the area saw two wolves just on the edge of the lake. Just back through there, so don't think there'll be any moose hanging around where the wolves are hanging out. Get back a bit deeper in.
Well, that brings day 4 to an end. Another day in some awesome country. We had obviously a little bit more action today with seeing some active moose rutting sign and heard some cow calls. So yeah, hopefully she's all up from here in regards to rutting action anyway. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Pretty good. Oh, it's morning of day 5. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. There's some winds forecast for later in the day, so we're just sort of trying to plan our hunt around that. Going to head back to the southern end of the lake and work our way in a ridge there. So
Where the beer is.
where the beer is. Yeah, we did. Well, everyone got a feeling that there might have been a bear around yesterday because there's a bunch of ravens flying around. So, but yeah, we're going to go for a look. Hopefully this wind doesn't get too bad. Yeah, fingers crossed it happens. We're just going to pass a bit of time before we head out to our afternoon spot. Chuck a lure in and see if we can catch a fish for dinner, or for supper they call it. See, you said for supper, and it's dinner. Yeah.
Hot supper.
What's that?
Hot supper.
What's dinner?
Something you eat late in the evening if you drive on the wrong side of the road.
Have a what?
If you drive on the wrong side of the road.
Some big action today. Just got a pretty yucky rain/snow shower coming over. Hopefully it doesn't last. Oh well, it's into another day. We're trying to walk out now. We've got a wee way to get out of here, but it's gone freezing. It's well below zero. Numb hands and feet. No action again tonight. Bugger, but still got a few days up our sleeve. Oh, it's amazing how quickly it gets cold here. Like, we were sitting up there till just before dark and it noticeably got cold. All our hands and feet went numb, but got back to the boat and everything on the boat's frozen. Frozen solid. Yeah.
What would you say the tent? Guess on the tent.
I don't know. It dropped a lot.
Yeah, today. Oh, it's the morning of day 6. Another nice clear morning actually, but a little bit of a plan change this morning. We're actually going to head down the river off the bottom end of this lake, down into another lake, trying to open up some new country, get into some new country for a look. So that'd be good. We're taking overnight here. We're going to stay in a trapper's cabin down there, so that'd be quite interesting. It's amazing that to think in the depths of winter that this lake's frozen solid. In places the ice gets to like a metre thick. It's kind of crazy to even think about that as we're cruising around out there. And then they access all around on snowmobiles across the lake and that sort of thing when they're running their trap lines in the winter. James's dad runs a trap line from here, trapping all sorts of fur and that sort of thing. But yeah, found that really, really interesting. But should be a different place in winter. There's no some days they reckon gets below -40. That's Celsius. That's hard to imagine how cold that is, considering we cry when it's -2 at home. But yeah, she's a different place in winter, I imagine. Anyway, we'll get into it. Fingers crossed for today. Got a real shallow part in the river here, so we've got to walk for a wee bit. James is going to float the boat down and get it over some bony bits. It's a good skipper. Oh, it looks like we're just about to break out onto the bottom lake, which has been a bit of a mission coming through the river there. It's a bit safe to walk and push, but it's all good. It'd be cool to see some new country. Oh, that's cool. We've just arrived at the trapper's cabin at the far end of the lower lake. It's taken us a wee while to get down here, but pretty cool spot. James' dad Dave does all his trapping in here in the winter time. A few of his big lead cod traps hanging up. Pretty serious looking things. Massive compared to what we use for possums in New Zealand. Very cool. Cruising along the lake at the moment. We've just got the line out, going to try and catch a pike for dinner. We're also looking for some moose sign in the willows and that while we're cruising along. So
really good fun. There's a pike.
It's dinner.
Very cool. Oh, I've just been sort of glassing the beaches of the lake last night. And we saw a cow moose in the distance on her own. We watched it for a wee bit, but then we've just heard another cow moose call just back in the bushage over here. So we're going to get on the downwind side of her and park up and sneak in for a look. Hopefully there's some action going. If she's making some calls, it could well be. It's morning of day 7. Very cool and calm morning this morning. Yeah, so we're just going to head out and head down a different river we haven't been down yet. I don't think we can boat too far down it, but we get out and walk and do a bit of calling. Similar game planned every other day, but hopefully we get some moose fire out. It's definitely a hard style of hunting if the moose aren't rutting like they usually do in this time of year. So yeah, it's a bit uncommon what we're dealing with at the moment. Usually this is their peak rut, and you know, in theory we should be able to call bulls in and get a bit of activity, but yeah, it's just not really happening that way at the moment. Numbers are very low in encounters anyway, so fingers crossed over the next couple of days she heats up. I got 3 full days of hunting and then fly out day, so yeah, fingers crossed, let's do it. Interesting bit of action, probably the most action we've had. We put a stalk in on that cow that was calling, and then we got in closer, she went quiet. We heard a couple of really soft bull grunts, and they didn't respond to our calls whatsoever. Just trying to get in the wood, and then we snuck in on them and thought they'd moved off, so we'd got to sort of turn around and started coming back, and then we heard animals walk away really quickly. And then heard, quickly after that, heard them crossing the river. And we thought the river was a lot closer than what we anticipated, so we bolted for the river, hoping we'd catch them out in the river. So we've just got a bull grunting quite well. Stuck his head out on the opposite side there. I saw that he's a non-shooter. See him walking through now. So he's gone back in again, so don't know what he's going to do. Oh well, we're pretty sure that when the wind might have swirled and the ball got it out with us as soon as he stuck his head out. We heard him walking the river out behind the point there, so the wind's been making things really difficult for us, but obviously still cool to get some action. Probably a good thing he wasn't a giant. Oh well, we're back on the float again. It's most action we've had all trip, so hopefully it means they might be hotting up a bit. Just come down the river a wee bit here and parked up, gave a few calls and then didn't have a reply, but there had some water splashing and looked down and there was a cow downstream. I think got a little bit of footage on the other camera, but yeah, they just sort of fed their way down. It's quite cool to see. It's amazing, we just pulled up here. If we'd have gone a little bit further we would have bumped into them. Oh, we've just spotted a bull in the distance. He's working the edge of the lake looking for cows, by the looks of it. So we're just trying to get across within sort of less than a K of him. Park up on the edge, see if we can call him back, just get the wind right. It's cool to see though, it's a bit job. got it done.
I might have to go swimming.
Fuck, thanks, bro. Oh man. Oh.
Shot.
Got it done.
Well done. Finally.
He's actually sunk.
I'm gonna take the boat out there and see what we're dealing with.
I'll come with you. Oh wow. That was intense. Don't look at my empty quiver full of arrows, it's bad. Yeah, that bull came all the way back along the lakeshore to us. I arranged a nice piece at 35 meters and he climbed up on that and turned broadside and got him well with that shot, and he went out to the lake and I went further up than I expected and shot straight below him, and then I think my third one went into his brisket. I'm gonna have to go and find him. Yeah, so he didn't float and he's just gone out to the deep stuff and disappeared, so we can get a rope around him. Whew. Wow, that was intense. We should see him, surely. Oh, there's a whole lot of dust here. Yeah, I'd say he's down here. I think. It's maybe a bit harder than we think.
Are we about where he was? Which way? That way. Probably in this cloudy.
Here somewhere. Well, we've just found him. Just trying to make a plan as to what we're going to do. What do you reckon?
Dive down, tie something on him, and then drag him back up.
He's probably, what, a good 6 meters down?
Probably.
Yeah. We've just seen an antler. We've just been trying to take landmarks and so we can find him again later. James is going to get some rope and his dick togs. What do you call them here?
Fins, snorkels.
No, your speedos, your man togs.
Oh, just swim trunks.
Swim trunks.
Yeah.
Get your junk out. And then we're going to hopefully get him up onto land.
Mm-hmm.
James had not assumed he was going to be needing to work on his tan for winter.
No, it wasn't.
This is
You have lotion though.
you got sun lotion. Thanks, Jeffrey. This is going to be interesting. We're thinking he's in about 6 meters of water and we can see one antler. So Scuba Steve here is going to get in the water.
3 meters.
Makes more sense.
I should put a knife in my teeth.
Eh?
I should put a knife in my teeth in the video.
You still got eyes on him?
You're out. The wind keeps pushing you.
There's our moose. There's our diver.
Try to hold this there so I don't run out of rope.
You got him! This man's a legend. Thanks.
Come on in, the water's great.
Want a hand?
Okay. That was fun.
How you feeling?
Good. So, I'm gonna probably get you to go to the front of the boat.
Yeah.
He's definitely dead, right?
I think so. Oh, we decided that while the bull was in the water that we would try and move him somewhere that was going to be a bit more manageable, because where we shot him it was all just swamp and that out from the lake edge, so it would have made butchery a bit horrible. So we're towing him along.
I'll tell you something right now. 1 out of 100 clients that we have up here would have gotten so much as their toe wet.
We've got ourselves back to a hard piece of shore now, and we're going to hopefully winch the bugger up onto this hard bit of bank and butchery session. Bit of a slow process, but we're getting there.
It's going to be hard to...
So here's something that we're not too familiar with in New Zealand. It's a tag. First thing you got to do when you kill it, cutting out your month, your area, your day, and obviously a male moose. That's very cool. We attach that to his horns and we're all legal. Awesome.
Flies. So we called them sandflies.
They're exactly the same. Right. Yeah.
But our ones, well, at least in Fiordland, are ferocious. They'll just suck you dry.
Right.
Oh well, there he is. But he making dreams come true, I suppose. Yeah, I've always wanted to obviously take a bull moose with the bow and be able to come into the depths of the Yukon and be able to do it. It's been pretty epic. And yeah, that was a really cool hunt. The day actually started quite exciting. We haven't had a lot of action the whole time, and today started really well. We got a cow moose calling down the river, and then went further down and then called up a young bull moose and saw more moose, and then came back out to the main lake, and both James and I spotted this fella on the far shore and made a bit of a game plan and sort of snuck in with the boat and got onto the shore there, and James let out a couple of calls and got his attention, and yeah, we got him to come back in, but pretty epic.
Right at midday when they're not supposed to be calling.
Yeah, yeah.
Funny how that works.
Pretty epic on the grand scheme of things. Like, well, how far away did he come from? It was about...
Well, it was quite a ways. I didn't try ranging him or anything, but
Yeah.
it was a long ways.
Yeah, it was a good 600-700 metres, I think. By the time he turned around, he had to do a 180 and come all the way back to us. And we were quite well in the open. We had a few willows in amongst us, and James just kept cow calling, and he just kept coming all the way along the lake edge, and Clay was just in behind me. You'll see from the footage, and got some awesome footage of the bull coming in, and yeah.
Hopefully the camera's not too shaky.
Yeah, camera's not too shaky. The bow hunter was a bit shaky, but yeah, very cool. Yeah, I think my first, we'll be able to tell when we butcher the animal, but my first shot was the one that did the damage in the end, but got a couple of other arrows into him too, just to make sure. Yeah, then we had a pretty exciting little
Recovery?
recovery, bit of a debacle after that, where James volunteered, like I said I was going to, but James volunteered to get into his swimmers, and
He was quite forceful.
yeah, he
We
was,
had to tell him to put togs on.
Yeah. Bull down has a whole new meaning, like way down, like 20 feet.
way down. Yeah, we were quite surprised actually that the bull had its last breaths on a sort of swim out to the deep stuff, and all the YouTube videos I've seen, they sort of just turn sideways and float there and you can recover them, but this guy sunk down about 6 or 7 metres, and we all got a little bit worried there for a second, didn't we?
Yeah.
Took us a bit to re-find him again, but you could only just see one antler sticking up, and then yeah, James did a pretty epic dive down, and water temperature that I would say is
Beyond shrinkage.
yeah, it'd be a good 5 degrees, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably
Might-
somewhere in there.
yeah, and managed to tie a rope around it, and we recovered it. So yeah, very cool. Absolutely stoked. I mean, memories for a lifetime. So yeah, we'll big job now to pull the skin off, pull all the meat off, and then we're going to be eating like kings. Very good. Nice work.
Yeah, because we got to flesh it tomorrow. Splashed and salted. You good? Yep.
There's one moose back leg. Really good thing we're not packing out too far. Get him right to the lake edge. Whew. In the bag.
Yep. Tarp down so you can just lay it on it.
I'll just put a hole in it. Oh well, what a bloody epic day that was, eh? Got all the meat all cut up and cooling now. Gonna lay the skin out shortly. Really just appreciating, soaking the day that was. Sure. Yeah, really excited and stoked with the way that turned out. And
The word of your guys is that I get a kick out of is beer and bear.
yeah.
To my ear, they're the same.
Oh, what a morning to have a sleep in, eh? It started snowing about 4 or 5 o'clock this morning. Pretty cool. Yeah, obviously this morning's a bit of a chill morning. Get a few jobs done, have a few coffees, but yeah, pretty cool to see some snow. Very cool. Hey, really cool. Having a bit of a pleasant camp day today. Sitting around the fire, having a D&G, doing a bit of skinning, cutting some meat off, cutting the jaw out. Yeah, really enjoying the moment and the location we're at. It's pretty cool, to be honest. But I'd say the snow's meant to clear, it's forecast to clear this afternoon, and we might do a bit of tiki touring, a bit of fishing and cruise around. Eat some more moose. The moose we had last night was actually amazing.
So good.
Like, I've obviously eaten a lot of meat in my time, but it's right up there with some of the best meat I've ever eaten. And it was literally only a few hours after we killed it. It was well cooled down to lake temperature there, wasn't it?
Yep. No issues there.
Yeah, but the tenderloin, or what we call the eye fillet, was the size of a rump steak off a red deer. But yeah, it was delicious, so tender, heaps of flavour. And what, you only put a bit of salt on it, didn't you?
Yeah, just salt.
Yeah, amazing. But yeah, be more of that for dinner tonight, or supper, is whatever we call it over here. Very good. So I was just having a look at the molar wear on this big beastie of an animal, and obviously on a few of my other videos I like to talk about deer ages and that sort of thing. And yeah, looking at the wear on here, if it's anything like some of our deer, which is obviously not, comes from a very different location and a very different animal, but he's got some serious wear on some of his molars here, and we always look at the fourth molar along here being the oldest tooth in the jaw, and he's got some significant scalloping going on there. So, you know, if I was looking at a red deer in New Zealand, I'd say he's, you know, 6 or 7, potentially even older. But yeah, I'm quite intrigued if anyone does know how that may compare to moose age, and if anyone looks at molar wear for moose, because obviously the diet's quite a lot different. James was saying the majority of what they eat is willow, but obviously eat weeds and stuff out of lakes. Will have silt and bits and pieces in it, so maybe they do wear earlier, I'm not sure, but yeah, really intrigued to know. Oh no, I did go, oh, there's still one chasing. Got it. Fish on.
Come on, buddy.
Don't snap it, Jesus. He's in the weed now, is he?
No, it's just
Oh, he's right there. How good. We're just passing a bit of time. We've done most of the camp chores, and we've been given a wee boat to potter around in, so we're just adventuring and trying to catch some fish. Caught a couple of pike, got another one for dinner, so that's very cool. A bit chilly on the fingers today.
Poor man's lobster.
Is this your method?
Yeah.
I see.
And So what you do, and it is you actually kind of boil it in a, just very quickly, in a salt and sugar water. And when you're done, it tastes almost like lobster.
But it comes from the lake.
Yep.
Oh, it's another stunning morning. This morning we've just had a pretty cruisy start. A good feed of bacon, eggs and coffees. About -6 this morning, but she's pack up day, so we're going to start ferrying some gear back up to the top lake camp. So we're going to take a couple of loads by the sounds of it. Plenty of meat, some horns, and all our gear, so be bloody good. Be a good day.
Right up anyway.
Oh well, all loaded up. Horns and meat, gear. And head up the lake a wee bit and do some ferry loads back up to the top lake. Oh, we just unloaded a bunch of stuff on the dock back there, including all the meat. We've left the horns in the cape there as well. We're going to do another couple of ferry loads back and forth, and then smaller plane's going to land and take.
Made it in here, eh?
Huh?
That axe made it in here, yeah?
Yeah. Just fucked my video.
What I do?
Yeah, so another smaller plane's going to come and land and take all the meat out. Saves the bigger plane coming back down and doing a few loads. So yeah, bit of ferrying today, but perfect day for it. Oh well, brings the trip to an end. Far out. What an amazing experience, to be honest. It's more than I could really have ever asked for, to be honest. 10 days in the Yukon, sharing the time with my brother Clay, obviously securing a dream, and spending the time with James. While he hasn't probably featured too much on the video, man, he's been one absolute legend. Where we've laughed so much over the last 10 days and like got on like a house on fire. The guy's an absolute beast, a real Yukon bushman, absolute cool dude, and I'd say he'd be a friend for life, you know. But yeah, what a hellishly cool experience. We got the plane due in less than an hour. Yeah, real fitting way to see it out, sitting here on the beach and just soaking up the scenery, and yeah, absolutely amazing. So hope you've enjoyed the vid, but yeah, definitely one of the most fulfilling trips I've ever had. Very good.